So in the first quarter of 2021, what's been happening in St John's Wood and these surrounding areas has been that people have driven themselves towards our areas in order to get bigger spaces, gardens, more working space. They've moved out of flats and apartments that have had no outside space to come to an area where they could buy a bigger house with more space.
So the first quarter of 2021 has been a very successful time for us. With all the activity of last year, we had concerns that with the restrictions in January and February, where we were completely locked down, there was going to be very minimal business to be done. But we've been very surprised that with all the old stock that has been lingering around for some time, what we like to call the old chestnuts, they have all started to sell, and we are desperately short of new properties coming onto the market at the moment.
When COVID happened, we had a big demand from people from central London that were living in apartments, wanting houses with at least a garden. Anything we had with a pool, from April, May, June, everything was let. And the trend has been following, it's been continuing that way, where there is a big lack of stock at the moment, and there's been some great deals that have happened.
The prices have changed quite a bit. We've seen a lot of activity in the area. The general consensus has been that the prices have gone up by about 10%, and this mainly is because people have come to our area to get a bigger space, a bigger house.
When people come to this area and they've been looking in Regent's Park, St John's Wood or other parts, even further into central London, they find that they get surprising value for money on a £1 per square foot basis here. Of course, when someone's spending as much money as they are, they still do their necessary research and look at what's been sold and gather their own opinion on value, but often someone will pay a premium for the right property and will pay what on paper looks like a very high £1 per square foot. So it is possible that people out of the area will pay a premium.
The profile of the buyer in the last quarter has been mainly domestic buyers, but they're not necessarily English buyers. They're just diverse communities that live throughout central London, but have decided to come towards our area in order to feel a little bit able to buy something a little bit bigger and better. We've also seen lots of people wanting to downsize from bigger houses in Hampstead to St John's Wood to flats. For example, we've got this block, number 1 St John's Wood, which is being built at the moment, and the response has been amazing because people are wanting to come from a large commitment further afield to something that they can have here with facilities. So there's been two types of profiles. There's a downsizer and then there's families that have wanted more space.
In the last 2 years especially, most of the tenants that I rented to were initially buyers, but then there's been a lot of unrest with stamp duty, and it's been increasing, and for the foreign buyers especially, so they have shifted to renting.
We're very positive about the next quarter. We have been speaking to a lot of the international buyers that we normally speak to, and they are seriously considering coming, and they are ready to spend money in London. I think that we will probably see an even more active market when the international buyers come in.
The key moment for us now is when international corridors reopen. This is what I know what a lot of agents are waiting for, because you tend to find that the local market and people living here generally will look between 10 and 15 million pounds in the area. But the international buyers, the heavy hitters that come in with the 20, 30, 40 million pound budgets will tend to be international. And of course, they're not coming here yet. So we're very excited by the proposition of them coming here, which we're hoping is going to be in the coming weeks and months. And we then expect to see a big uplift on activity on properties in those price points.